What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I've been fighting traction with this car for quite some time now, mainly because I think I make too much power for, you know, the skinny little 225 and even the 245 size wheels. So the only other option would be to go wider, which means bodywork and all that stuff. I'm trying to avoid that, but now I think I might be good with this one. Now obviously, guys, this thing is not a street setup. This is more for those drag race event that I want to do, where things are kind of getting a little bit serious, but I need all the traction I can get. Now this thing is an MMST wheel, so as you guys can see, 16 by 8 plus 20, and it does say 5 by 113, but my guess is that they actually just re-drilled it to 112, so it should be okay. The wheel weight I think was like in the 19 pounds or maybe around 17 or something like that, so relatively light considering, you know, all the other wheels at least that I've been able to find or used. This one's actually also light, by the way, but aside from that so what we're gonna do today is attempt to mount this thing onto the wheel. Just a disclaimer, guys, I have not mounted any wheels at all in the tire. This is just for test fitting, so once I get this done, I'm still gonna take it to a tire shop to get it balanced. But the main reason I'm doing this now is mainly because I want to be able to test fit it before I order more, or if it doesn't work, then I don't, you know, I want to kind of cut my loss there and don't want to have to pay for balancing and all that just to take it off again. So packaging wise, MST looks like they do a good job packing this up, just to kind of make sure that the wheels don't get bent up or dinged up and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and check this out. There's actually, aside from this foam piece, there's like this, I don't know, like a nylon cover on there. It's pretty neat. It's cool. And there it is, guys. So let's see how light this thing is. Ha! Check that out. One hand fully extended. I mean, it is light. Granted, you know, it is 16 by 8. Cool. Let's set this up for a quick beauty shot real quick before we get started. Alright, this is my first time mounting one, so don't yell at me, guys. But let's see. I don't really see any outside marking or anything like that. Alright, let's go ahead and install this valve stem in. So I mean, shouldn't be that. There you go. Alright, that was easy. I feel like this thing shouldn't be that hard considering it slicks and it's softer sidewall. So this is probably as easy as it gets versus like a shorter profile. But we'll see. See if we can get it sideways the same way. What? That was a lot easier than anticipated. Granted, it is a very soft sidewall tire, so with something like this, I'm not sure if I would have been able to do that. But because it is a soft sidewall tire, I figured I'd give it a go, and it looks like we're good. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my compressor, catch my breath a little bit, and then we'll finish off the install. Huh? We got it? Nope. Just kidding. I don't know, I gotta get this one little lip here in this corner, and I'm kind of scared for this thing to pop or something. Should it? Alright, mounted my very first tire. Whew. Alright, so that was surprisingly easy, but also hard at the same time. I mean, seating it was surprisingly harder than I anticipated. Putting on the wheels on the tire, or putting in the tires on the wheels, that one was pretty simple. So that's good. No leaks. I checked both the inside bead and the outside bead, so I think we're good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and now raise the car up and do a little fit test real quick. Alright, starting off with the back. Hopefully this works. So no spacer. Let's see where we land. Oh, perfect. Now my main concern right now is the way it is now, it's fine, but when the tire grows, I don't know if it actually will grow or not. Depending on how big of a growth this thing experiences, then it might end up hitting there a little bit. So I'm gonna go drop it and see how much clearance I have here, and then kind of decide whether or not I will need a spacer in the back. Alright, really tight. I think it might be okay. I'll have to launch the car to see if it's gonna clear, but man, that tire looks meaty. Look at that thing. Changes the way the car looks altogether. What the heck. Now I am a little bit more concerned with the front than I am with the rear, mainly because of the brake setup here. I did use a 16-inch Audi wheel, so I think I should be good, but we'll find out right now. Alright, so the rear is good because of the brakes, but as you guys can see, the brakes on this thing will hit the wheels. Not great. There's always something. Alright, so from a wheel clearancing side of things, I'm gonna need, at least for this tile, we're gonna need 18mm added, so that's not great. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find that, because we're talking about 18. This is already a plus 20, so we're talking about what, 38 plus 38, so 16 by 8 plus 38. Yeah, we'll see if I can get that. Alright, so a week later, this wheel showed up. This is a 2000, actually I think it's from like a 97 to an 04 SLK 230, 16 by 8 plus 30 offset. And I think that's actually gonna be right on the money. If not, I may need like, I don't know, 3 maybe 5mm spacer. We'll see when we put the wheels on. But first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go take that off and then test fit this to make sure that one, it will actually clear the brake. Now if you look at it from this profile, it looks like it should fit. I mean, look at that. The spoke is right on the outside versus this wheel right here, which is basically almost right in the middle. This thing is pretty light, it's like 20 pounds. Oh man. Okay, so I have it lined up as far as the stud right there, but I think my stud is too thick compared to what this thing uses. Let's see what else I could. Yeah, I have a stud conversion, which I think even with the factory one, it might be too thick. So that does look pretty small, but let me have some spare studs here. If you guys recall, I started with one of these conversion at the very beginning of this project. It's a size down to be able to put like 114.3 on this car. So I started with this one, and I even actually already trimmed it, as you can see right there. So this one should work with this lug pattern. Yep, that's the size we need. Alright guys, so that's mounted. Let's go ahead and try it out. Alright, so 5mm spacer, and I think we're good on the clearance on the top there. It's really tight though. So I would say it's almost better, I think, to just go with 8mm spacer. Alright, so I tried a 5mm, didn't work, so I'm now an 8mm spacer. So that seems to work at 8mm. Oh, fell off. Whew, that thing is sticking out quite a bit. So I think I'll be okay with 8mm on the back and then 5 in the front. Whew, it is hot. So the only thing to do now is to take off those studs and go back to our other studs that's a little bit thinner, and then we can drop the car and see how that looks. So I have the original lug nuts here. I basically, man, this camera today is not participating. It's supposed to zoom in when I'm like this close, but anyway, I just cut a slit right there, and I'm gonna use that to basically catch any debris and clean out the treads. Fastest way to do it. On a side note, with this studs right here, it's supposed to be just as strong, so I don't have any concern with that. My main thing with this though is just making sure that every single wheel that I use sits on this hub. I don't want anything that's resting on the studs. Now I say should, now be able to put this on. Let's see. Ha! Yes, I can. That works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's at least getting 6 turns, 6 full turns. So, alright guys, fitment looks good. This thing looks beefy. Like, look at that thing. It just changes the way the car looks. I kind of wish I had another tire for the front, but I don't want to make that mistake right there. This was like a super rush order. Like, I literally had to turn around and get it to this event I needed to get to. And so I took it out from the rear and put it up front, and I think this is more of what I kind of care about as far as this wheel. Not hitting, perfect. So let's go ahead and drop that. Let's go and kind of compress the shocks a little bit. This is super hard shock, so we're gonna have to get on this real quick and jump. I think that's as much as I can get it. Oh, look at that, guys. Okay, maybe I will get this tire. I kind of was gonna get R888s again, and then kind of have a set just for this one, but I don't know, guys. This looks sick. Alright guys, so check that out. Now you guys can see what I'm looking at. That wheel, man, that just matches the car really well. So maybe now I'll maybe now I'm kind of reconsidering. Maybe I'll see if I could find 4 wheels that are nicer and silver. So I think that would really match the car, especially with this color right here. This actually is spot on with the car. So alright, so that is it for this episode, guys. I will update on a different episode when I get the full set. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.